Hi, it's me, Ro, author of Speaking from Spirit, and here is your February 2022 energy alert. So, February is an 8 global month in a 6 global year, and that means it's going to be action filled. It means that it's going to be relationship oriented. It means that we're going to have to take thoughtful actions and directions, especially pertaining to our relationships, but especially in what might affect our relationships. Look to where you might be able to create a better work life balance this month and one that supports your family and your home life. Um, Remember that we are also looking at the work that we create for ourselves, meaning sometimes we make life harder than it has to be. And this is definitely the year to get in front of that, to balance that, to change that pattern, because it doesn't always have to be hard. And we don't have to always work so hard. So, this is a year to really examine those themes. The first week of this month, we have the, the new moon on the 1st. Mercury goes direct, and Venus is out of its retrograde. So it's a very powerful month, and we're going to feel a lot of forward motion. And especially if we've been feeling like we've been stuck or staying still, this is going to be like everything moves forward very quickly this week, and things that were like kind of back and forth or again at a standstill are going to move forward rapidly. There's an integration period for these retrogrades, and that will go on all month. And basically, what they're going to ask is for us to examine what we learned. What did we come to be clear on since December? Since we start to reflect on, what do we value? Is this still something I value? Is this in these things that I have, or these actions, or this job, or these friendships, or any of this, is this in alignment with my values? So that's been going on since December, and we've really been getting clear. And definitely the January energy that kind of put us in a little bit of a timeout for one reason or another made us kind of come up with some clarity that maybe make some things have a time's up. Like I'm just not doing that anymore, or that doesn't resonate with me anymore, or it's not in alignment with where I'm at now. So it definitely is a time to really come to what is important to us personally. And then this month would be where we take actions on that, where we pull the trigger, where we move in a direction that is more in alignment with not only what we value, but also with what we need at this time of our lives. So remember that everything is about harmony and ease and peace and joy. Well, our soul is about that. And our lives should be mirroring that. And when they're not, when there's chaos or struggle or drama, then we have to look to, is this a soul redirect or soul timeout, or is this just a way of life, meaning that the ego piece of me is manifesting, creating, attracting this kind of dynamic? And if that's the case, then it's time to change that. It's time to get in front of that and recognize this isn't done from the conscious mind. It's definitely done from the unconscious mind. And we can change that. So 8 is about prosperity as well. And so this is a great month. The 8 and the 6 are great combination of energy to make money and to bring in money. So we're going to look for that. Now, there is an aspect in astrology on the 22nd of February that means there may be some global financial crisis going on, but don't worry, because you get to write your own personal money story. You get to say what that's like. Now, if your money story or financial story has been less than peace filled, if it has been tumultuous, if it has been poor, then recognize that that's a story that your ego wrote, and that your soul can rewrite a completely different story, meaning you can take the energy of your spirit and put it in charge of your money life and how you handle money, make money, experience money, share money, invest money, and it's going to do that in the wisest, clearest, most efficient way. And there'll be plenty, no matter what kind of money you make, no matter what kind of salary you make. There'll be plenty because that's what the soul creates: abundance, ease, peace, joy, prosperity. So if there's been anything other than that in your money story, then know that your ego has either created that or at least has been riding shotgun into that, projecting its fears and projecting its control issues and or powerlessness issues there. So this is where we get to rewrite the story. And frankly, I think it's time not only that we do, but almost that we have an obligation to, because as we change ourselves and bring ourselves into peace, we affect the whole collective in a positive way. And so I kind of feel like in this 6th year of responsibility to others, that this is our duty to change that story or to continue and upgrade our soul money story as best as we can. Now, this is also a year to hold and express and create and experience more loving compassion, right? And we're in February, which is Valentine's month and the time for love and compassion and passion and romance as well. The thing is, sometimes what happens is spirit has to trick us into that with a crisis, right? And then we can feel more compassion for somebody else or more compassionate about the world or even more compassionate for ourselves. But it doesn't have to be that way. We could be that way all the time. And we're built for that. We have unlimited compassion and passion in our hearts. We just got to unleash it. So it's time to hold our hearts open just because we can, and to really express all this love and compassion, first for self and for everyone else as well. And if you encounter someone that isn't acting so loving or maybe is even difficult or mean or horrible or worse, dark, hold space for them. I'm not saying you have to make things better for them. I'm saying just hold space for them. Hold space in a compassionate way that maybe they're doing the best that they can. Maybe they, didn't mean to be like this. Know for sure they didn't start out that way. And just hold them with a lot of compassion. Maybe sometimes from a distance, but do it anyway. Instead of condemnation or judgment or with hatred, hold it in your heart with compassion that maybe that's all they're capable of. And certainly, if this is applying back to self, do that too. Now, we have a full moon in Leo on the 16th. I mentioned the new moon on the 1st. That's going to be in Aquarius. And then a full moon in Leo on the 16th. So the new moon is a time to set your intentions. So good time to do that. And the full moon is a perfect time to release and let go of whatever you don't need. So do that as well. Remember to love yourself no matter what this year. I'm switching back to that. Warts and all, self-acceptance is exactly the fertile ground that helps us to grow and change and shift and upgrade and become more of ourself. Certainly not self-criticism or self-judgment or shame or reproach. So compassion for self, compassion for others, big themes this year. And this month in February, it's putting those themes into action, like taking action on them, actually doing something about them. We really have to do better with this with ourselves and with this collective. We really we need to turn the corner here on this planet about how we deal with ourselves in our life. And we always approach that first from ourselves, from working on and dealing with our own stuff. And then that shifts the whole collective on the outside in a very powerful way. And this month, we're going to be empowered to do that. So let's pull some cards. I'm going to pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I like this deck. Let's see what the message is for this month. So, Wisdom of the Oracle, we are asking you, what is the message for all of us watching this? What do you want to tell us? What is our message for February? Time for a nap. Oh no, I'm just telling you it's time to move and take actions. This one's saying time for a nap. Let's see. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action and allowing dreams to arise. Thought we just came out of that, but all right. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go by. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. It is important to rest, to become detached, and to remain neutral. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom. If you don't step back, take a seat and take a rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you. All right, so usually in the retrogrades, we dream a lot, but we're coming out of the retrograde, so I'm going to trust the card. My guidance was a little different, but maybe there's room for both. As per relationships in this, when it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it is a good time to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. Okay, that sounds good. The prosperity message for this one. This is a great time to take a break from your busy schedule and allow yourself the opportunity to step back. Your plans are meant to be put on ice. Your goals can wait. Dream, imagine, and let go of attachments to any outcome now. Meditate and take a holiday if you can. Things will speed up soon enough. After a break, you may want to make some changes. All right, well, that 8 energy in numerology is telling me we're going to be moving this month. Lots of actions. This is saying take a rest. Let's go to the 6 with that and say, let's take actions and then balance it with a lot of downtime and rest in between. How's that? Did I even it out? All right, next set of cards. Saints and Angels cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, let's see what this message is. Wise decision. Guardian Angel, wise decision. We make wise decisions when we don't overthink things and become clear by tuning in and getting still and quiet. So it kind of goes with what that one says. Let's see. The decisions that you're considering, the decision you're considering is a wise one. This card is a message from your angels asking you to trust your inner wisdom. Sometimes you worry about your decision-making abilities because in the past some of your choices seemed unwise. Yet if you truly think about it, you're ultimately learned and gained a lot from them. In that way, you can't make a wrong decision, can you? In this instance, you're concerned with following divine will. You'll know that you're on the right and best path when your actions are guided by a peaceful feeling. If there is some part of you that doesn't feel good about what you're doing, then you're veering from your truth. Okay, so this year is all about feeling, right? Not feeling as in emotions, well, that too, but really feeling what your truth is. So our head will go, logical mind will go, maybe this, maybe that, should I do this? This one said that, this is what I learned. It'll jump around like a ping pong ball. Your heart will go, this is what I feel. Now, sometimes our head will go, this is what I think I should do. And our heart will go, that doesn't feel right. Or just the opposite, our heart will go, this feels right. And our head will go, I don't think I should do this. And what we want to do is get them congruent so that what we think and what we feel to be true are in alignment. Okay. So this card is kind of talking about that. I think the wisdom of the oracle is saying, yeah, maybe it's going to be an action packed month, but don't be all action. Stop and tune in and feel what feels right. What is a right course of action? What feels true for you? Not just think, well, this is the plan, or this is what I should be doing, or this is how I should be doing it. But to really sit and let the heart of knowing govern the actions that you take. I think I pulled that together now. Okay. So if you want information on any of the library events that I have coming up, I have one this month with Nanuet Library. It's virtual. Go to my website, www.rosemarierubenetticapiello.com. You can also go there to book a reading with me, although I don't have much left for till the fall time. And if you want to join my mailing list and get the weekly energy alert, or look into becoming an online subscriber to my group that meets once a month, that's where it'll all be on my website. Again, www.speakingfromspirit.com. Both names will lead you to the same place. So for right now, it's me, Ro, and I am wishing you peace.